Happy 68th birthday, Godzilla. Thank you for being a part of my life, thick or thin, especially this last month. Thank you. I want to take this video today, guys. I want to talk about my first Godzilla memory. I want to talk a little bit what Godzilla means to me overall in my life, and especially now, in current events, what he means to me. I'm going to try to make this quick, not because the Godzilla doesn't deserve a long video, not because I know this video probably won't be as popular as a review, but because there's other happy birthday videos I think you guys should go check out from many different people, whether it's a review, whether it's an actual discussion video, whatever, have it, or use your time today, watch Godzilla movies if you're not like me and you work tonight, regrettably. Just how it ends, the cookie crumbles that way. So let's take a journey back to 2001, 2002 time. I remember the moment clearly, not necessarily all the details around it. I do know my mom took me to a lake party, because that's what you do in South Dakota. There's tons of lakes here. And she took me to a lake party with some of her friends, and then all the kids of their friends as kids. Played for hours, had fun, ate hot dogs, burgers. There was a grill out, alcohol, not that the kids drank it, not that I drank it, but, that's what the adults were doing. At some point, I decided I was done socializing and I wanted to go inside, relax, chill. I know it was a really hot day, and watch some TV. And little did I know that would set me down the path of where I literally am right now, what I'm holding in my hand. And that would be my mother turning the TV on. I can't remember if she turned it on and it was on sci-fi, or if she scrolled down and was like, this will be good for my kid to watch. All I know is she scrolled it to sci-fi, and I saw a big spined lizard-looking thing hug fighting a big gray bulbous-looking dinosaur thing as well. I didn't know what it was, but I fell in love with it literally immediately. And I asked my mom, what are these two dinosaurs doing fighting? And she said the words that I am almost damn sure she regrets to this day if you look behind me and in my lap. That's not a dinosaur, that's Godzilla. And it was like, in that moment, I knew. It was love at first sight. A connection, a bond, if you will. And it started from that moment, hearing the name Godzilla. Fast forward 20-some years later, here I am in front of a freaking camera, videotaping myself, talking about this guy almost all the time, with a couple hundred figures behind me. Some would say the biggest Godzilla collection in South Dakota and North Dakota. That's about it. With my biggest collectible for right now of Godzilla in my lap. Little did I know, yet it makes perfect sense now that this would be the play. This would be what would happen. No matter how many times I've fallen out with Godzilla, and it was never really like a fallout, like I'm going to sell all my Godzilla stuff. It was more just like, focus on other things. I focused on, as a kid, Transformers, Dragon Ball, my second love of my life. As I got older into high school, didn't have a lot of money. CDs were a lot cheaper than Godzilla toys. So, bands and music and concerts, and now as an adult working, just about to start my second job, my part-time job, just to pay for things like this. Godzilla's always been there for me. And I know he's been there for a lot of you as well. And I think that's the best part about this franchise, this community, as much as we have our family moments of disliking each other and arguing and bickering and the drama that comes with every fandom, because that's just what happens. We're really close. We love these movies. And that's the great part. I saw it at G-Fest. There wasn't a lot of arguing. It was just a bunch of us getting together and laughing. having a good time. And, you know, that's kind of part of what Godzilla means to me. As I've grown up, I've matured, you know, especially in the climate that the United States and the world has been in the last 7, 6 years, 8 years, 9 years, you know, last, let's say decade. The world has gone crazier. Things from all sides of life, all sides, not just one, all sides, have been trying to tear us apart. And it's like we're making mistakes of the past. If you look on the past, kind of like we do with these Godzilla films, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of death, a lot of unnecessary death, because we chose to fight it out. You know, who's ever to blame in all of those? This is in general. I'm not specifically speaking about the birth of him. I'm speaking about everything. You know, we would rather kill each other than work together. Fighting through our differences and realizing that although we have differences, there's way more similarities than differences. And rather than, you know, hating each other, we come to love each other, and we all come together as a collective species on this planet that we should hold very dear. And that's kind of the ground, you know, the ground point of what Godzilla means to me. It's looking back on the past, seeing the mistakes that we've all made throughout history as a species, and coming to rise against that. There's a lot of things trying to pry us apart right now. Some more easily to see than others. And instead of looking at those things, looking at our differences and hating each other for our differences or disliking it, we should all come together and love each other. And that's what Godzilla means for me. It's why the line in Godzilla 2000 has stuck with me since I was a kid. We all have a little bit of Godzilla inside of us. And I feel like the American dub, there is a translation of it in Japanese. I feel like it's a little bit more ambiguous and a lot more double-sided than we think. You know, at one point you could say, well, as fandom, we love Godzilla, so obviously he's inside us. Yes. But for me, especially as an adult, I'm thinking of it like, what does Godzilla represent at base? The horrible misfortunes of a war and a choice that had to be made, and the death of a lot of innocent people. If we continue down this path of, rather than coming together and we're separating ourselves, categorizing ourselves, this will happen again. Something like the bombs dropping, what gave birth to the idea of Godzilla, will happen again, except maybe it will be worse, and it will be worse this next time if we don't band together and love each other, no matter our differences. And maybe this time we might make an actual Godzilla. And as cool as that sounds, it is not a cool idea. Because if we make a monstrosity, it could be like Shin Godzilla. It could be like GMK. It could be like 84, and it could be like 54. They're not here to protect us. They're here to right our wrongs through, well, any means necessary. And I would rather not see that. I would rather not see us drop any more bombs on each other. I'd rather not see a revitalized social platform become a platform of hate and non-acceptance on all sides. Once again, on all sides. It is not just one, it is all. And if we can't move past that, we are falling back as a species. We're not moving forward, we're moving back to the past, and that is not what we're meant to do. We're not supposed to keep trying to be 54. We're not supposed to keep trying to be 68, 74, 84, 89, 91. We will never be, you know, comparing it to Godzilla, we'll never be them again. We need to be new. We need to be like 2016. We need to be like 2017, like 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022 now. We need to be like that. We need to continue evolving. Is there things from the past that we should keep and be wary of? Absolutely. But we can't stay there either. Time moves forward. It keeps ticking. And it never stops. There's no stop button. You can't stop it. So we need to look back at the fond memories of the past. We need to accept that we had good memories. We have to accept that sometimes we are the villains. We can't let those acts get away. Can we always punish those acts if it's too far in the past? No. But we need to learn from them. And we need to accept us no matter what. With love, prosperity, and the hope that we will be on this planet for hopefully a long time if we take care of it right. Otherwise, as 54, as many Godzilla movies as 84, as 2014, even the legendary Godzillas, a Godzilla might rise up. And it might not be on our side. And I would rather keep watching these movies, having fun with all of you guys, making videos on all the new figures coming out, than ever have to worry about being at war with one another no matter where you're at. So that is my grain of salt from Godzilla. To keep being a better person every single day and keep love in our hearts so we can accept and respect one another. Happy 68th birthday, Godzilla, once again. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you, all the viewers, all of my friends, for being here. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, even though the social algorithms right now are trying to kill my channel. I know you guys have been supporting it even while I've been gone. Thank you guys so much. This is Gamertag signing off with Godzilla here. Hoping you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, rock on, stay safe. Remember, you're never alone. There's always people that are willing to help. I am always willing to help. If you need help finding those people within the Godzilla community, please go to the Facebook group Collect a Monster Collectors with 1,000+ other wonderful members. Bunch of wonderful human beings in that group. Bunch of wonderful people on Instagram in the Vinyl Fanatics group. Bunch of people on YouTube here that are great, like my friend Thirsty Thursday Toys. I want to just specially thank all of them. I can't name them all because there's way too many to name. One day I will make a video appreciating all of them because they all deserve it. All the wonderful human beings that I have met and I continue to talk to and be friends with, and to the ones that I will make in the future and hopefully reconnect with as well. Thank you guys. Signing off on Godzilla's birthday. Sayonara. Let's go home, guy. Godzilla. Here's to 68 more. Bye, guys.